So, right before I did this video, I grabbed the selfie stick and I typically use the selfie stick because it's just easier to hold the camera and get a good angle if I'm not going to be sitting where I'm currently sitting. But then I decided to sit where I'm sitting now. So I'm like awkwardly like holding the selfie stick in this position, which is why my hands are like this. You can kind of see me holding it there. Um, so I look really uncomfortable and awkward right now, but bear with me while I do my video. Um, so I had kind of a weird day today. Um, when I woke up this morning, well, first off, I went to bed really, really late last night. It wasn't even nighttime when I went to bed, it was morning, this morning. And I think we ended up like officially getting in the bed and like turning off the lights at like 6:30 a.m., which is really, really bad. But that's what happened. And we ended up popping up about noon. Um, and it probably gave me about 5 hours of sleep. Um, and I don't know, like usually that's a decent amount of time of sleep, but I don't know. When I woke up, I still felt really tired, but I also didn't want to sleep a whole lot. And my husband wanted to get up, and I find it really hard to sleep without him. Um, so I got up, but I noticed like the second I woke up, um, my back was like hurting really bad, and I don't know why. Usually, like I know my husband, he has this thing where if he's in bed too long, his back will start hurting, which makes sense. But I wasn't in bed that long. I've definitely slept longer and didn't wake up to back pain, but I woke up to like this really bad back pain, and it lasted for most of the day. I was like, oh, it'll go away. When I first woke up, I thought that. So I ended up staying in bed for like 30 minutes just on my phone and stuff after my husband got up, and then um, I decided I wasn't gonna do too much today, like not too much cleaning or anything. I was just gonna kind of chill. And I went to play my game, and I don't know, I was really uncomfortable sitting because my back hurt, but then I was uncomfortable standing. It was just really weird. Um, so after trying to play my game and trying to relax, it didn't really work out for me. I ended up going in the living room with my husband, and he was writing, which is exciting because I get to read it tonight, the new chapter. But yeah, he was writing, and he had me like sit down in the chair with the ottoman and just had me kind of relax. And I ended up falling asleep for like 2 hours apparently. And I don't know, today was just really awkward and weird for me. But it wasn't a bad day. It was just I was kind of groggy, just in a lot of physical pain today for whatever reason. But other than that, it was a pretty decent day. I just hung out in the living room all day with my husband. We um, watched some Rick and Morty. Really into that show. It's a really good show. We ended up watching like most of this season or this last season while we waited for the season finale this evening. And I fell asleep in the middle of that at some point. And he's so sweet. I woke up to a blanket over me and everything. And he was playing No Man's Sky. And yeah, we just ended up like watching some stuff this evening. Kari came out, and then I eventually got up. I went, took a shower, and I've been in the room for like the last hour, just kind of watching my show. Um, and I took some sleeping pills because I knew I was gonna have a hard time going to sleep this evening because I took a nap, and I didn't want to be up super late again. So I took like two regular sleeping pills and then an allergy pill that makes me sleepy. So my husband took like four sleeping pills. So um, yeah, that's probably gonna kick in within the next like 45 minutes or so. And we both agree we're just gonna like sleep until we're not tired anymore tomorrow. We have to be somewhat responsible, go out and get a few groceries. But other than that, we don't have like any plans or anything. I'm actually feeling very self-conscious on camera right now because I have a pimple. I don't get bumps very often, but when I do, I feel so weird about it. So I have like this bump right there. Um, yeah, it's very rare that I get bumps, but I think I'm so self-conscious about it, not because I feel like, let me try to hold this differently. Not because I feel like, oh, I'm disgusting with pimples or anything like that, but like I take my skincare very seriously. And when I get like a breakout or I get like pimples, whatever, after doing my skincare routine, it's like, I don't know, my skin's weird. Whenever I start a new skincare routine, I tend to break out a little bit, not like a ton, but I get like a few bumps. And I think it's maybe just my skin adjusting to a regular routine. It's not that I do anything crazy or don't have a really simple skincare routine, but I think it's like I'll go from kind of like halfway doing it, like not as strict as I should be, to being very strict. And then once I get very strict, my skin's like, oh, okay. And it's like adjusting. So yeah, but I try to keep my skincare routine as natural as possible. I used to use it's like a complexion bar by Palmer's. And the reason I used that was because I wanted to get rid of a lot of blemishes that I had like in the cheek area from, like old acne scars and stuff like that. And that did okay, but I wanted to go back towards like the natural route. And before I decided to do that, I actually bought another Palmer's um, bar. It's like a cocoa butter complexion bar, which is a little bit better. And I have been using that lately, and it works okay. But I'm using that up so that I can try to use black soap again on my face. I use that for my body, and I love it for that. Um, but I don't really use it for my face. But I'm going to try. I'm going to give it a try and see how it goes once I'm done using the bar that I'm using now. Then after I get done washing my face with that, I'll go in with um, aloe vera gel. So like I'll take a cotton ball or a cotton swab, and I'll just kind of put the aloe vera gel, like all natural aloe vera gel, on my face, kind of as an astringent or a toner or however, whatever you want to call it. Um, because actual astringents like are a little bit too harsh for my skin. I have really sensitive skin, so I use that. And then lately I've just been, as a moisturizer at night, I'll just use lemon essential oil and rosehip essential oil, and that tends to work for me. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do. But even with that very simple routine, or what I feel like is a really simple routine, sometimes I'll just kind of like get like a little breakout. But I think it's just my skin adjusting. So it probably wouldn't have even been noticeable until I pointed it out. But yeah, I'm weird. So anyway, I'm gonna go and check on my husband, see where he is, what he's doing, and yeah, I'll come back tomorrow and talk about the nothing that's going on.